going to talk about saving for success. So, the reason that we do this is years ago, I would struggle to pay bills. I would spend cash flow as we needed to buy equipment, tools, advertising, whatever it would be. And then at the end of the month, sometimes I would find myself scrambling. And so, even before I had businesses, I was kind of a mess with this stuff, and I would actually deposit money through my direct deposit into a bank account that I'd actually have to drive to, so I couldn't even touch the money. And then, years later, as I've gotten better at it, I adopted this principle here. And so you can get a more detailed explanation of how to do this and how to save for success by reading Profit First. It's an incredible book. You can also work with your coach to make sure that you set this up right. And so you can use this doc to go back to and reference and make sure that you've kind of done everything correctly. But this is a pretty simple process, and I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you. And so the first thing that you want to do is we want to make sure that we have all separate accounts for all different types of expenses, and so such as like rent, taxes, utilities, savings. And we're going to automatically deposit money into these every single week. And so what we do is we just go into our bank portal, and then we set up an amount. And so say if I want to save $500 this week, I'll just set up a $500 automatic transfer, and then it goes to another account that I still have access to. Now the best thing is that I like to save a little bit more than maybe I should, because then it's there, and it's always there. And so any type of savings account that you're going to have, just make sure that you are getting the appropriate amount of interest on that. And some will have minimums to get you a higher amount of interest, but just figure out with your accountant and with your coach what is the best type of account for you. But in any event, make sure that you're depositing money in there each and every single week, just automatically, so that you don't even have to worry about it. It goes in there. If a rainy day comes up and it's in savings, great, then you already have it. If a rainy day comes up and the money's already in there for rent, well, you don't have a lot of superfluous money, but in any event, your rent, taxes, utilities, everything are already paid. So again, we're just going to set up automatic transfers, right? And then we just make sure that the money is automatically already there. We don't even see it. We don't touch it. And after you do this for just a little while, you'll notice that the money is starting to accrue in the proper accounts, and you don't even miss it anymore out of your operating account. And so this gives us better cash flow management, right? We always know that we have enough money for bills, and it helps us avoid any surprises and financial stress, because our jobs are stressful enough. We don't need any financial stress. And so it makes it easier for bill payments too. When bills are due, the money's already there, and we don't need to scramble, do anything. Just there, even things that are, like automatic insurance, the amount is never going to change. Utilities, there's nothing I can do about the cost of utilities, because if I call and complain and say my utility bill is too high, it's still going to cost that. And so things that I don't have control over, I automatically pay. A lot of accountants they don't like that strategy. I know that Nicole doesn't like that strategy, but in any event, we still use it in a lot of cases just to minimize like paperwork and work on our end. Again, with bills that we can't control, just let it automatically pull out of that account, and we're automatically putting money in that account, and then it's just going in and out. But you should have some type of like a check in place, so that you're not getting double billed or triple billed or anything. So your bookkeeper and your account will help you with that. And so doing this, it provides consistent deposits to help us build our savings, right? And gives us a little bit of financial security. And so businesses that use dedicated accounts on average are about 25% less likely to miss bill payments, and companies with better cash flow management are about 30% more likely to succeed long term. So regular savings can also reduce financial stress by about 40%. You'll feel the difference, right? So steps to set up your accounts: go to your bank or research new banks if you're not totally happy with your bank, and open separate bank accounts. Depending on what types of bills that you're trying to save for, again, you could work with your CPA or you can work with your coach to figure this out. But the main ones are like rent, taxes, utilities, and definitely savings. Some people have payroll accounts, merchant accounts. Your structure of bank accounts is going to be dependent on your business, right? And again, your coach and CPA can help with that. Nicole and Jenna can help with that as well. And you want to seek out interest-bearing accounts, especially for savings accounts, especially if you have high rent or a high mortgage or something like that, and there's going to be money that's going to be sitting in there, even though it's going to be kind of like a net account, some of these, you just still want to make sure that if there's cash in there that you're getting as much interest as you possibly can. The days of this like 0.01% are over for now anyways. And so, in a lot of cases, on $3, $4, $5,000 accounts, you can get over 4% interest. And so, it could be a big help. And so you just want to calculate your weekly deposits. And so what we do is we always divide bills by 4.2, and then we add that amount of money in there. Worst case, you have a little bit too much in there, and that's it. And so after you do that, you're just going to set up automatic transfers, and you can do that right in your banking portal. It's generally pretty simple. And if you have any other questions, please just reach out to your coach, or you can reach out to myself directly, and we're happy to help. We'll see you in the next module.